We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The third baseman, Jonathan Villar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Popped him up. Contreras is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, Yasiel.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. First offering on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Bryant is up with it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Eliezer Hernandez gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Javier.
Now the pitch. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
2-0 now. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Hayward tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Baez stands at second with no outs. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. Set to deliver the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Runner at second here with 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The set and the 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Corey Dickerson.
Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0.
Nope.
In past meetings with Jose Quintana, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So the base is empty here with one away, and up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Now here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. To 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. Brian Anderson would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Leading up for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Anderson picks it up, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 1-1 to Schwarber. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
So a full count now. Ian Happ will be next. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. The pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1 home. Here's a low changeup that's laid off.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Batting it, the second baseman.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dickerson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Now batting, Isan Diaz, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Kipnis ranging to his right, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Eliezer Hernandez. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
2-2.
The pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up next the pitcher Jose Quintana.
The pitcher, Jose Quintana.
Here's the first pitch to him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Slow little roller to third. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
2-2 the count. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. From the stretch. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Jonathan Villar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this 2nd trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
The 2-2. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schwarber arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped up. Bryant over to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Marlins leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Third baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Push softly over toward the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Has a look, now the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. From the stretch. Down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1. Throw won't get him.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Digging in to try it again. Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he lays off for ball 1. Schwarber, an Ohio native who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
From the stretch, the 1-2, and it's fouled away. The set, and the 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Cubs strand 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. Fouled away. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fouled off. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the fifth and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
To the plate now, Brian Anderson. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
At the plate now, Isan Diaz, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Stepping in now, Eliezer Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. The 0-1 offering. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Baez ranging into the outfield. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Marlins strand a pair. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Standing in now, Jose Quintana, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
None out, runners at first and second. And he pops up the bunt attempt. There to take it is BR, and that's the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot down the line. First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. He's set. The 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2-2. Here it is. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Here's the payoff pitch. This is in the air to left field. Dickerson's there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Cubs strand a couple. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. So coming to the plate, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Jonathan Villar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Pitch on the way.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. In now is Yasiel Puig, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. On its way is pitch number 75.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken, the throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
2 out, nobody on. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still no score. Digging in, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. One out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A ball and 2 strikes now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Swing and a line drive. He'll try it again, 3-2. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runner goes for second. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Sixto Sanchez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Sixto Sanchez.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Ready for another chance? Ian Happ, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. One and 2. Here it is. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Full count still. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. From the stretch. Ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and 1. Here it is. And this one's high and tight, backing him up. 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. From the stretch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. One and 1 the pitch. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
The 2-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. 2 out, bases loaded. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Anderson ranging into the outfield, and he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in is the outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. He pulls this one into right. Hayward is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
So digging in now, Jesus Aguilar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Bases are empty, one man out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fouled away. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
So striding in, Isan Diaz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
0-2. Here it is. Fouled off. The 0-2 home. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Ball 2. He's set. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Drew Steckenrider will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Miguel Rojas is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Javier Baez. First delivery to him on the way, and he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That's wide. 2-0. Here it comes. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
Down 1-1.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Steckenrider is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit-miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Chris Bryant, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell. Digging in now, Miguel Rojas. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Miguel Rojas.
Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 away. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate now, Jonathan Villar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Kimbrell, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Strike called, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's an obvious mistake on the pitcher's part. You speed him up with the first one, blow it right by him, and you do him a favor by giving him a changeup. I mean, that's a pitch he can handle right there.
Into the box, Yasiel Puig. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One-0 count. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home. He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
The 2-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2 pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Kipnis is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim Anderson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Looking to keep the shutout in check. Here it comes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The left fielder, number 23.
Rowan Wick is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 50.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Wick, a 27-year-old. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted the other way out to left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 1-0. Brandon Kinsler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And right into the shift. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And there's out number two. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Kinsler, a Nevada native, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Dan Winkler comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. And the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-0 home.
Count is 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Alfaro. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the line at first. Rizzo was there, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
For the Marlins.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. And I suspect we might see a pinch hitter here, and if that's the case, here's what's left on the Marlins bench. Garrett Cooper will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 26, Garrett Cooper.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Here it is.
Oh, that's upstairs.
2 out here and a runner at second. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. The set and the 2-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Chicago get their 20th home win this year. Jose Quintana earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Dan Winkler closes the door for the save, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.